All right, so you guys all get an agenda? Yeah, I hate to waste your time, but we're not doing this. What's so funny is that, one thing I love about agendas that tells us what we're going to do. One thing I hate about them is if you do them too far in advance, you realize that they've probably already changed, right? So here I'm on camera. This is like a lot of pressure, all right? You guys did a lot yesterday. And we did our after action review and figured out what you did. And you'd already done a lot of what today's going to be. So here's how it's really going to go today. And you guys will drive it. But we want to walk out today with an idea, a working mission, and a working vision. And if that's done by lunch, then we're going to grab our Chick-fil-A and get out of here. And then that'll be it. So that'll be completely up to you. So all this stuff in front of you on the green, that looks really good. But in reality, you did a lot of that yesterday. And the dynamic of this group is such that I don't know that you can actually put what you guys can do actually on an agenda. You guys can do some pretty amazing things. So here's where we're at today. You see in front of you that we've got up there some of those highlights, those talking points, those components of what you guys would like to see, in your mission statement. Some of those things that you thought, these are our working items that we'd like to do. And of course, you reserve the right to add to that or take from that if you want to. But when you really think about it, our mission is going to probably look a lot different in 5 years. Our mission right now, whatever it is that you guys come up with, and we put it out there to the faculty, and they say, we like this. Well, let me add to this or take from it. Essentially, that 3-paragraph essay, if you will, that really says, this is who we are, this is how we're unique, and this is what we want to do for the world. That's really all it's going to say. That actually could change in 5 years, couldn't it? Who we are now and why we're unique now, I don't know that we would actually be that unique in 5 years, because we're going to continue to morph and change, but we're going to inspire a lot of schools, hopefully, to do the same. So our mission could really change. Our vision probably never will. The mission is the right now. The mission is real life. This is what we're doing today. The vision is this is what we'd like to be someday. This is what we strive to be. So our second part today will come up with a vision. And the vision has got to be short. Our vision has got to fit on the back of a t-shirt. Our vision has to be something that's your zinger, it's your comeback line, it's that thing that makes people say, really, I want to learn more about you. You're not going to be able to sit there and spout off our mission by heart. You're just not going to be able to do it. Unless you're, one of you guys at this table, maybe. Right? But you know what though? The vision should be something that you could have on a mug, that we could put on a pen, we could put on a t-shirt, and just make people want to think about that. So, we did a lot of research last night, just out of curiosity, on some of the, vision-wise, some of the most popular vision statements, if you will. And who knows about the One campaign? The One campaign, it's a sort of to bring awareness about AIDS. The One campaign. And the thing is that the One campaign brought a lot of awareness to the problem of AIDS and poverty in the world. But AIDS and poverty were around for a lot longer than the One campaign was. Somebody decided to do something about it and say, we're going to create a vision. And really, the One campaign vision, matter of fact, I like it so much, I think I wrote it down. Here it is. The One campaign vision is the campaign to make poverty history. The campaign to make poverty history. They never mentioned AIDS. So I thought that was important. So I did a little bit more digging. And who knows, who can tell me what this, maybe who this belongs to? Vision. To provide a global trading platform where practically anyone can trade practically everything. Who would that be? To provide a global trading platform. Yeah. eBay. So, do you think that it might have been a problem that someone in that room that came up with this thing for this multi-billion-dollar company said, you never even really mentioned the internet one time ever? And when's the last time anyone traded anything? Usually you kind of buy it, don't you? Yeah. But that's what they went with. And so wow, that's interesting too. We don't have to have a crystal clear vision. It's okay if it's not. It's more important that it is memorable and incomplete than complete and verifiable. Looking at that, if you're like, wow, someone's going to provide a global platform for people to trade practically everything. If you want to learn more about it, you can go read their mission, and then they're going to mention the internet. They're going to mention all the other things that they've done. When we walk out today, I would love again, beginning with the end in mind, for our vision, or our working vision, if you will, that we're going to go ahead and put out there for the faculty, to be something that's going to be a hook for people to really want to read our mission. So our morning session, or our early morning session, will be this: to take some of those key points, maybe add to those if you'd like to, and to come up with, in your groups, essentially a 3-paragraph statement saying, this is who we are, this is why we are unique as a school, and this is what we want to do for the world. Now that world could be Earth, the world could be the world of education, the world could be our little world that we live in. It's up to you. That's actually very incomplete on purpose. So if you would, just talk to each other and come up with 3 paragraphs, and then we'll share those out. After that, we'll take a break, and then we'll sit down and we'll talk about the very specific vision, the very short t-shirt statement, and we'll work on that, and then we're done today. What do you guys think?
Are you going to give us t-shirts with that statement?
Oh man, there's always that one guy that asks that question. Yeah.
We will.
Yeah, exactly. That's the kids. What did I get for Christmas? You know you're going to get it on a t-shirt, right? Exactly. I will leave you with this. I've been walking around for a week now with this index card in my pocket that I refuse to pull out. And the index card had on it what my vision was for Hampton High School. And it was funny because in the interviews, Steve, were you in the interviews? Man, was it that bad or? Okay, all right. But they asked me that question. They asked me that question, and so I wrote that down. And the thing is that I refuse to put it on the internet. I even refuse to tell you guys, because for once we're going to launch a school that's truly a shared vision, not one that I share with you and then you guys share with everybody else. But I'll bet that when I pull this card out of my pocket and compare it to what you guys have, I bet it looks a lot alike. And the reason why is that when we sat down and interviewed, when we met each other, when we decided we wanted to work together, that we wanted to do something very, very special here, each and every one of you at least reflected what I had in mind for the school. But what I have in mind for the school is not going to be forced upon you, but I've got a very good feeling it's going to look a lot alike on that index card. So, hey, enjoy each other, and feel free to help
You
yourself.
got your index cards, so that's how you know your groups, your colors.
Unless, of course, you feel more comfortable working with the group that you're in right now. What do you guys think?
You want to do that? What do you want to do?
All right, go ahead.
Stay? You want to stay?
Stay where you're at. Just be comfortable. Be comfortable. There's not a more diverse staff in the country. When you look around, we get to visit all the high schools at least, and we get to look around. I don't know that our schools look like our friends. They don't really look like our kids so much. And to me, from an outside standpoint, it's easy.
Have a computer all period long, business classes are all on the computer. And you give them an assignment and allow them to have free time, and you start walking around and looking. They're playing games, they're watching music videos, when they tell you about life. They'll take their phones, they plug it into their computer.
I was like, yeah, the Prince Controversy tour, and I was like right there in front. And then he had, I think mine's my favorite. He had these rubberized hands on there. They were cut so long.
Now, and you go to it now. Ninth grade, now it's like a big yes. Because a lot of the ninth graders, they were saying they were quite so I mean, if they didn't have the foundation, now this is seventh grade, you left your seventh grade foundation, and I would say the seventh grade teachers were really good and very honest. But here's a do not have a foundation. You're gonna have
do like it. Yeah, like same. One of the things would be like every year in education. Yeah, every year. It has to. It has to, or they will always be behind.
Right. Exactly. So let's go back. We've got now. We want to provide students. We want to be the model to all of the student-centered education is a reality
For everyone. That can be a reality. Or you could say for students everywhere.
for everywhere, not just certain.
Because I don't want them to think that we're just talking about
And all these kids waiting to see if their number's called. That was so sad.
yeah, and I when the number of spaces came up, I was like, why are there more spaces? And I was like, there are in the other schools that don't have the quality.
And imagine if you're one of those parents sitting there, one pair of chairs, and
You're like,
yeah, and you don't want to be upset.
yeah, and the person saying, welcome, honorary students, blah, blah, blah. You're like, well, 300 of them didn't get in.
And then when you think about where they welcome the kids who did win the lottery, and so the kids were sitting there who did you don't want to welcome me.
Luck and random wasn't on my side.
And then the aftermath of them sitting there the day after everybody left, still trying to think. We're like, oh, okay. And the fact that I went to the
We could even say like a quality education should not be left to chance. It should be guaranteed. Yes.
They want to be the model to show us quality education is not left to chance, but it's the reality of all of us everywhere.
I would take out the word but, the connotation of argumentative in it. Just make a separate sentence. Or some other transition.
You could say because it can be a reality.
social quality students in our education is not left to chance.
Will be.
Could we say by making it a reality?
Success is where they're going to find their own personal happiness. So when you think about it, I think that word successful really has to be or successful or succeed or succeed. So somewhere in there, whether it be in the mission or the vision, that word succeed is got to be there. So it's so funny if we said something along the lines of, you know, where all of our learners, you know, will go to college. Well, then I guess we're not successful if our kids don't, but they go off to a trade school, they get more money than all of us. You know, so that word succeed really, it's a very relative term. It's a very individualized term. So we really want them to find their own personal success, and that's our job along the way. We're going to figure that out. You know, somewhere in that word succeed, success has to be there. And that should be really what our measure is. You know, it's really not about putting all. They're all not going to go to Harvard. If we get 1 or 2 every 5 years, that's great. It doesn't mean we fail. What do you think successful is going to be for our football team this year? And then in all honesty, there are 3 different state champions on the schedule. Yeah. So will our football team not be successful if they don't win 5 games? No. They might be successful if they win no games, but they somehow they have that unity and they go into next year. In year 3 with maybe gains in the weight room. It really might be let's track our bench press and our hand cleans and our squats. We might be looking at those numbers, and if they haven't scored a touchdown this year, we're going to be like going nuts. We might be down 56-7. We'll be like going nuts like going to the state championship. Success to them might be crossing the 50 yard line 3 times. You know, but Coach Chad Ash is not going to want to say we weren't successful.
Did my teammates, did my O-line work together? Did the running back and quarterback have that mesh to their you have to look at stuff like that. So there's a lot of factors that go to, all right, we didn't win, but we had success with our quarterback through wide receivers.
That's right. That's right. And I think that they have to kind of define their own success. What was interesting was that I called them at the superintendent's probably about a month ago, and they said, you need to learn how to redefine success. Because success for your school is a lot different than success for any other school. You probably know that. We are the outsiders of public education. The Hampton Cluster is quickly becoming the outsiders. We don't color in the lines. We're not going to do that anymore. Yes. We're going to define our own success. We might celebrate things that no one else celebrates, and they think we're crazy for doing it. You know, but when all said and done, we'll define our own success. I mean, our kids should continue to define their own success too. And I will say this: success being a relative term. Success in 3 years at a football team will be a lot different because they're going to be dominant in 3 years. They're going to be bigger, stronger, faster, and
You
they
have
will be
players who've
defined.
been here from freshman year, sophomore year, while they're junior year. They should have that cohesiveness to be a strong team. Now,
So that success gets redefined. That's right.
next year, you have all these people coming from different areas.
That's right.
Some who never played with each other. You have some who did play with each other before, and they're going to try to be cliquey at first.
Oh, no doubt.
But you have to break that clickiness and make sure that they know that this is one team.
Right.
You know, it's not, oh, I went to Hampton Middle, I went to Dutchtown, I went to this one. You have to bring them all together.
And the thing is,
That's going to be the hardest part.
they gotta support themselves. I mean, when you think about it, there's no pot of money to start the most expensive program, which is football. We have to bring to debt in order to keep this kid safe. So what do you do for that? You schedule teams that are going to travel. You schedule teams that are state champs, that their whole town's coming, because that's going to pay for our kids to be safe.
Concession stand.
Exactly. So you know what? We could have put cupcakes on that schedule and maybe won 3 or 4 games this year. But that's not going to pay for their equipment.
You know,
So we gotta put it out there. You know what would be funny? I think that within 3 or 4 years, we'll be successful because we'll be the community that travels. We'll be the ones that new schools put on their schedule because we're the ones traveling. Because we got far. It's just interesting. You can look at football and basketball and even schools, and they all kind of parallel each other. So the new cats on the block, we have to find our own success. And the cool thing is that we get to do it. No one's doing it for us. We get to do it.
Definitely. Globally. It's not like that.